Should a corona consent be taken from each and every patient who comes to a doctor's clinic, hospital? Will it help this doctor, hospital in defending a case where the patient alleges that he or she got infected after visiting the clinic or hospital? Corona consent, a new term that is now doing the rounds amongst doctors in India. Doctors across the country are taking this special consent before examining patients. Some have printed corona consent forms, while others are taking this consent in the patient's own handwriting. Earlier, doctors and hospitals had been writing not for medico-legal purpose, not for court cases, on their prescription pads, on their discharge cards. And when these lines were pointed out in courts in defense, the courts have simply laughed. No cognizance was taken. This defense was simply rejected. So this corona consent also will be of no use to any doctor or hospital in a court of law if at all the patient decides to approach courts. Simply because a patient's consent or declaration has been taken, it cannot give the doctor a right to be negligent. Consent and negligent acts are two different things. Please don't mix them. Failure to take consent is certainly an instance of negligence, but taking consent or a declaration of an indemnity from the patient that he or she will not sue a doctor is a piece of paper that will have no relevance in a court of law. Now, as far as the real problem is concerned, what is the solution? The patient coming to a clinic, getting examined, and then alleging that he or she got infected and therefore the doctor was negligent and should pay compensation. Doctors should be least concerned about this problem. There are three solid legal reasons for saying so. First, in India, it is the patient who has to prove negligence, not the doctor, not the hospital. How will a patient conclusively prove that he or she got infected only at the clinic, not while coming to the clinic or going back home? Second, this is an emergency. The courts are more than lenient in such situations. We have a plethora of reported cases, even from the apex court, the Honorable Supreme Court of India. Mistakes, errors are overlooked, condoned. Third, most of the states have come up with requests, with advisories, appeals to doctors to open their clinics, to open their hospitals. These directions have been given under the Epidemic Diseases Act 1897. And Section 4 of this Act specifically gives complete protection from legal proceedings to anyone who has acted in good faith. This is complete protection for doctors. But in spite of the aforesaid, if you still want to be overcautious, you should take two simple precautions, or rather two pieces of evidence that should be collected and preserved for any such contingency. First, you would obviously be purchasing personal protective equipments, PPEs, for yourself, for your staff. Keep the receipt of purchase safely. Second, you would have put up posters in your clinic about following proper hygiene, distancing, and so on. Take photographs, preserve them. If at all a patient goes to court, then these two documents are enough to prove that you had taken the requisite precautions in this pandemic. So please remember, this corona consent is not required legally, except manage your patients without any fear of law or courts. Courts and law are on your side, at least in this pandemic. Thank you.